everyone. I said I would make the packing video, so here it is. I'm just going to be going over a couple of packing basics, especially if you haven't traveled before. This will be useful. We're only going for 5 days, so it shouldn't be anything too meticulous. Okay. First, I'm going to start with Via Rail's policy for bags, because that's going to determine what we can take. So, I drew this little thing. So their policy is you can take a purse and either a large bag or 2 smaller bags. And so we don't necessarily or at all want anyone to take the larger bag option, because the smaller bags will allow for more people to take clothes and their personal items. I'll explain why in a couple seconds. But so the purse size or the backpack size, it's just a small bag for your personal stuff that, like, you'd have on your person. That's all right. Like just a small purse or a small backpack. But the luggage sizes are measured in linear inches, and so to find that, you would measure the length by the width by the depth, and then you'd add those numbers together, and that would be the linear inches of whichever bag. This is around this, like, this is one of the largest sizes you can take. It's around the size of like a weekend duffel bag. If you have one of those, this would be great to take. Since you don't need to take a whole lot of stuff with you, a smaller bag would work better. Now, how this plays into the instruments is the violinists and the violists need to take their instruments with them. We measured instruments a couple times at TIAO a few weeks ago, and some people's instruments were under the 46 linear inches, and some people were over 46 linear inches. So if your instrument is over 46 inches, that counts as a large bag, and so that's the only thing you can take. And this is why we're asking chaperones and everyone else that has an extra hand to take the 2 smaller bag options. So for instance, say if my case were over and I could only take my case and a purse, a chaperone could take the chaperone's bag as well as my clothes, as well as my personal bag. So that's why we want everyone to go for the smaller bag option. And so if you're taking a smaller bag, you're going to have to pack light. It shouldn't be too difficult because this is basically just an extended weekend. It's not any long-term thing. But to help you with that, you can roll your clothes, only pack what's necessary. So only pack the clothes that you need. Like, yeah, there's a list. You need outfits for the 4 days, and we're going to go over the colors and what you need to pack at the meeting. But you also need your uniform, your dress shoes, and walking shoes would be great. Yeah, walking shoes.
There they are.
Let's see. There's a list of stuff that I need to fit. Yeah, and for toiletries, you don't need to bring your huge shampoo bottle. Just travel sizes work great. Hotel shampoos and conditioners work great. You don't need anything huge. Again, we're not going for that long, so economize. Prescriptions. With prescriptions and any meds you need to take, they need to be in their original packages and in a clear plastic bag. This is just for the border, so that in case you'd have to show it to them, they know what it is. You can't have just pills in a random plastic bag that isn't labeled. So original packaging, clear plastic bag if you have any medication.
Do you want to read the list?
The list of what?
Stuff to take.
I hate all the stuff that we should take.
pajamas, and
Oh,
read
yeah.
the list.
I mean, take whatever you would need for 5 days, like pajamas, outfits, whatever that entails. Your
Just read the list.
okay. 4 undies, 4 socks, 4 TIO t-shirts, your uniform, which is of course the black pants and black shoes and black socks. Yeah, that's what it has. That's what I said.
PJs, bathing suit.
Yeah, for the hotel. So, yeah, and if you need to pack anything smaller, like a deck of cards or a phone charger, it's easy to tuck in wherever. So for the instrument packing, okay, you would, if you're taking a string instrument, I don't know what wind instruments entail, sorry Kindle, but what you'd want to do is untune the strings an entire step so that it loosens it up and it takes the pressure off. You'd also want to get some cardboard. This isn't the ideal cardboard, but a thicker cardboard, and fold it up and place it under the fingerboard to decrease pressure there. Just don't like jam it in, just enough to give it some support. And then wherever there's air, just fill it with bubble wrap, and that should keep it secure for then. And of course put the velvet on top as well. Yeah, also take anything that you don't need out of your case. Like, I have a couple of mementos here, a ceramic flower. I don't need all that. If you have a metronome or years worth of music, you can take that out, because we don't necessarily need that on the trip. I think I hit everything.
So, want to show how to roll up your clothes and put them in there?
It's pretty self-explanatory. Like, just take. This works with any clothes, like dresses, rompers, dress pants. It tends to keep them less wrinkled. So you just roll it tightly and tuck it in. So this you could fit probably 10 t-shirts at least across the side.
And your dress shoes go on the bottom.
So, yeah, just pack lightly.
Wear your
need.
jackets. Wear your big stuff on the train.
Wear your stuff, like if you're planning on bringing larger shoes, wear the larger shoes and jackets. Yep.
Jeans. No hair dryers.
Yeah, you don't need all that stuff.